YouTube, what's happening? It is Tuesday, January 7th, and we're going to talk about college basketball now. Let's see, we have 34 games on this schedule, I do believe. It's not the biggest slate, but there's some good matchups on here that we're going to focus on. We're going to look at every game like we always do. A little recap of yesterday. Only had 3 plays, but we went 3-0, so we will take it. Green is green, no matter how much it is. 3-0 is a great day. So if you want these plays all nice and typed out, you know what you got to do. Go to HQ, sign up. Easy as that. If you want access to these bad boys, the spreadsheets, you also go to the HQ and sign up. If you don't want to do either, fine by me. I don't care. It's up to you. I'm just trying to give you some options because sometimes these videos run long. I like to babble. I like to yap. So, all right, enough talking. Let's go ahead and jump into that first game right now. Okay, you know how we do around here. We just roll through the schedule. If you're new here, this is what we do. We roll through the schedule. We look at the odds. We look at the sheet and see if we can find some value out there. So first game you see is NC Central Morgan State. Popped up on the sheet. There it goes. My God, the 3 points just miserable. All right, Morgan State's really good from 3. 3-point defense is not good for NC Central. That's a big advantage for them. They are terrible at 2-point defense, which they're really good at. So those two all just cancel out. So if you want to take it, by all means, have fun. When's this game? 4 o'clock Eastern? Ain't got time for that. That's wild. Okay. We're not taking this. Pass. Nope. Xavier and St. John's. Let's see what we got here. This is 1.5 for St. John's on the road. 12-3, pretty good. They're both 99th in defense currently. 47.6 in the last 3 games. We do 3 games in college because you can go a full week without playing a game of college basketball. It happens. It's weird. So NBA does about 7 games in 2 weeks. College does about 3 games in 2 weeks if you're lucky. So let's see. We focused on defense here. All this is about the same. St. John's defense is a little good point-wise. 3-pointers is just not St. John's thing. So that pushes that. Yeah, that's about 100 spots. This defense here, Xavier's got a little bit of advanced shooting threes. St. John's has hellacious defensive efficiency. My God, that's a good number. This is a good game. That's all it is. It's a good matchup. I'm going to pass on this one. I don't like this one. Let's go to a good one. Florida and Tennessee. What do we have here? Whew, all right. First off, what's the spread? Let me not look at the spread yet. Let me see if I can figure out what the spread might be. 61, this is a Florida advantage. That's a big Florida advantage. So Tennessee struggles a little bit shooting from 2, and Florida's defense shuts that shit down. 3-pointers, they shoot well. Tennessee shuts it down. This is 3-pointers are canceling out. The efficiencies are leaning Florida. I think Florida should be statistically better, but I think Tennessee will probably be favored by like 3. Let's see how close I am. I can find Tennessee. How far there? How far I got to scroll? There we go. It's Florida by 3.5. Okay, didn't expect that. I figured it'd be Tennessee by 3.5. Okay, so much for my idea of taking Florida 3.5 at home. All right. Tennessee, are they going to lose their undefeated status? They might. Do I want to take Florida? This feels like a game's going to come down to the end. This is concerning me. Last 3 for Tennessee. Now look who they play. They're 5-0 versus top 100. Florida is 4-1 versus top 100, so they're both semi-tested, not really. Man, home court's a big damn deal. And number 1 coming to Florida, that's gonna be rough. I'm gonna go with the numbers. We're gonna take the legit numbers, and we're gonna take Florida. People are gonna take Tennessee thinking, no way, number 1. That's all they're gonna see is number 1. I'm gonna say Florida minus 3.5 at home. And home court matters in college sports. It matters so much in college basketball and college football for home field. 18-22, especially now that COVID is pretty much over with the years and everything. So especially basketball, you have a lot of 18, 19-year-olds. The stars are 18 and 19 usually getting ready to go to the NBA. So yeah, I'll take Florida here. Let's move on. Wait, do we like an over-under? What's it, 148? Let's look. They are pushing... Man, they're pushing at the high point. They're pushing 170. Low point, they're pushing like 120. Wow, that is a hell of a spread. Huh. Yeah, 150 is a good number. We'll leave it alone. Next up, we got Duke versus Pitt. Pitt is 12-2, looking pretty good. Duke is number 4. This is at Duke. This is at Cameron. The Crazies. Honestly, that's a push. This is a big advantage for Duke. Inside, 67% last 3 versus that 53% defense. That ain't good. That ain't good for you, Pitt. 62. Both teams can shoot the hell of the ball from 3, so that's good for both of them. What's Duke favored by? I know Duke's favored 14.5. That's a big spread. Both offenses are amazing. Both defenses are. Duke's defense is pretty good. 143. I can see this going over 143. I think it's one I'll take. Just looking at the numbers right there, you're looking at almost 180. Yeah, you're at 180 defensively. You're already at 135, and it's 143. That's the low end of the scale. I think I'm going to take the over in the Duke game. We're going to go over 143. I think Pitt's 3-point shooting will keep them in it to an extent because that's a really good number right there. And they can shoot well too. So, yeah. And then offense, they're the number one offensive efficiency team in the country is Pitt. Number one. Duke's number 5, but still. Out of 364 teams, that's damn impressive. So, yeah, give me the over in this one all day. Moving on. Next game, we got Georgia, Kentucky. What are you doing? Kentucky is the worst 2-point defensive team in the country. They're giving up 66.7% shooting. How is that even possible? How? Literally, that is ridiculous. That can't, is that right? No wonder wow. Okay. I'm just taking, this is something you see for like Mississippi Valley, not Kentucky. What do we do? Defensive efficiency is miserable. Okay, it's all making sense because these are all different stats and they're all lining up. So rebounding's not there. Kentucky's not looking good, guys. Oh my God. I think I might have to go Georgia. Georgia plus 2.5. See, they know. They want you to take Kentucky. Let's see. Okay, so that leans Kentucky. Let's see, this leans Georgia. That definitely 100% leans Georgia. Hell, I might be able to score 5 points against Kentucky's defense right now. What are we talking about here? Come on. And then both of these lean Kentucky, but they're not that big. Like, yeah, Kentucky can shoot a little bit, but they're just not playing defense, which means I kind of want to go with the over, but I kind of want to go Georgia at home. I kind of want to go both, but I think we're going to take advantage of this. This is concerning. We're going to take Georgia. We're going to take UGA plus 2.5. Man, the SEC is going to cannibalize itself this year, is it not? I think it is. Who's emailing me right now? Okay. Cool. Gotcha. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to take Georgia 2.5. You could take the over, maybe. Nah, it's 153. That's a little too high. We'll say Georgia plus 2.5. I think they even get the straight up win here because that is so concerning for Kentucky. Wow. Anyways, moving on. West Virginia versus Arizona. Man, so many games today. So many good ones. Arizona is 8-5, but look at their 5 losses came to. All in the top 100, mainly in the top 54 of the 5. Their numbers great in the last 3 since they've stopped playing. They figured it out basically. 16th in scoring, 42nd in defense. They're doing really good on these numbers. They're really good on defense as it is. I mean, both teams don't shoot threes well. They defend the 3 really damn good. If anything, under might be a play in this one. 141. They're pushing 151 at the max of their last 3 average, and they're at 115. You could take the under. I don't like how well they're shooting. I wish they would shoot a little bit worse, and I might consider it. I would definitely lean Arizona in this one at 3.5, though. But at West Virginia, man, that's a hard place to play. It's hard. They like to burn couches there. That's great. I don't think I could do that. The defense efficiency is good. I think I'm going to have to pass on this one. I will lean Arizona, but I do not trust them on the road at West Virginia. West Virginia is a wild, wild place to go to. So we're going to pass on them. Let's go to Syracuse next versus Georgia Tech. Look at Georgia Tech's numbers. They're playing great last 3. And you see, and they're not doing good up here recently, but they're last 3. This is why we want last 3. We don't care what you did all season. I care what you've been doing lately. And this is what you tells me. I see they're shooting great from 2. They're playing defense. They're shooting the ball well. This is Georgia Tech all day, and I bet the spread reflects that too. I bet it does. Georgia Tech 1.5, and I'm taking that. I know it's at Syracuse, but Syracuse they're 6-8. They're just not good. They're 0-8 versus top 100. That means they're getting their wins. Their 6 wins came against bottom 100. So they're literally about the 100th best team in the country. Georgia Tech, they're 8-7. At least they got a win over 1. They're 1-6, but they have stats to back it up. I'll take Georgia Tech on the road. On the road, GT minus 1.5. I'm down for that. Next up, who we got? Rolling on to Louisville. Oh, 12-3 versus 10-5. Where's the spreads? Give me. Because I'm looking at this and I'm seeing a lot of green. Really, Louisville's favored by 3.5 at home. Let's see, that leans Clemson. That leans, okay, both of these lean offense. This is a push, and that leans Clemson. So we got offense, a push in Clemson. So nothing really stands out. Maybe the offensive efficiency stands out, but nothing I really want to take. I don't. I don't see why Louisville's favored, to be honest, but at least they have three. They're four and they have a lot of losses up here. All right. Yeah, the five losses all came against top 100. Let's see. Your three losses came against top 100 as well. This is a pretty good matchup. I'm not going to touch this one. This could go either way. It literally could. Flip a coin. You're probably right. So, Buffalo versus Ohio. That is a lot of Ohio logos. That's a lot of them. Let's see. This is Ohio by 11.5. Buffalo is 5-8, and they are just not the best. The below average. Ohio. Oh, hell of a hellacious Ohio right there. Ohio. It's the main four categories: offense, defense from 2 and 3 are Ohio. Efficiencies all definitely in Ohio, especially defensive efficiency. Ohio by 11.5. I normally don't take double-digit favorites on the road, but sometimes you have the numbers to back it up. So we're going Ohio minus 11.5. So we'll take them. They should do work. Buffalo is just not a good team. Ever since he left, the coach left to go to Bama, Buffalo has been struggling. So they just haven't found a guy to replace him yet. So it's been 5 years now. They need to step it up. Let's see. From Buffalo, we're going to Ball State. The State of Ball versus Miami. Little Maction, baby. Let's see. We got a lot of action today. Okay. Not that one. Not that one. Where's Ball State? I know you're on my list. Show yourself. I got to type it in, really. How do you search on a Mac? I have no clue how to search on a Mac. Is this? Yeah. I just swapped to a Mac from a PC, literally. So we're learning things as we go. Ball State. Plus 1.5. Okay. See, that's a push. That's a push. That's a push. That is definitely not a push. That is Ball State all day from 3. If Ball State shoots threes, which they only get 32% of their points from the 3-point line, I mean, they might want to up that a little bit because that defense from Miami of Ohio is not good. I lean ball. You know what? We're going to take it. We're going to have a lot of plays today. We're taking Ball State. The State of Ball plus 1.5. Plus 1.5, not 15. All right, let's move on to the next Maction game, which is, I believe, NIU, which is against Kent State. Oh my God, look at all the red. Ooh, all right. Kent State's 12.5-point favorite. They're not good either. NIU's kind of trash, and I don't want to touch this game. No. Moving on. Next to Toledo. Literally, the whole Mac's playing today. Literally. Toledo's not a good team. Outside of some defense from 3. Eastern Michigan's okay. They're both 7-6, but these are two completely different 7-6s. Now they are 0-3 versus top 100. They have yet to play a top 100. That is a little concerning on your numbers. Who have you been playing? Yeah, you've been playing those easy schools that don't even have logos, don't you? I know what you them logo-less schools that I don't even cover. Yeah. Yeah, no, pass. I need some real teams here. Thank you. Akron versus Central Michigan. Central Michigan is terrible at basketball. What is this? There's only 364 teams. How are you the second worst team in the country at shooting the ball? How are you the third worst team efficiency-wise offensively? You are trash offensively. There's no excuse. You're terrible at everything. How hard is it? You take the ball, you put it in the rim. It's not hard to do. Akron's really good at defense, too. They're going to shut this shit down. Akron by 50. I don't know. Let me find what Akron is, though. Because I'm taking Akron. Akron, 7.5. That's it. It feels like it should be 17.5. I'm telling you. I'm liking me some Akron. Akron minus 7.5. I'll take it. Based on the numbers, Central Michigan just forgot how to play basketball. Oof, that's going to be a rough one for you. But unless you figure something out and they play miserable, this should be an Akron by 30. It should be. But we'll see. It's college sports. You never know. You never know. What's after Akron? It is Western Michigan against the bowlingest of greens. Below average to average. Nothing. There's nothing here. You're bad at shooting. Yeah, this is a bad game. Moving on. Yeah, UAB is up next versus Tulane, and that's a lot of green. But I mean, they're both green logos. Best logo ever. Angry wave. Don't care. It's a pissed off wave. How can you not love that? And a dragon? Like, come on. Who wins that battle? I don't know. Let's see. That's a push. That's a push. That's a push. All the 4 things are pushes. It's a push. What's the spread? UAB about 8.5. It could be Tulane by 8.5. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't care. Move on. We got enough games to pick. We can be picky today. We can be slightly picky. Let's see. From there, we're going to Iowa State. Is Iowa State ranked still at number 3? Yes, they are. Not is they. What are they ranked now? I know they're in the top 10. I just didn't know where in the top 5 they were. They're number 3 now at 12-1. Um, that is ridiculous right there. That's ridiculous. That, yep, this is Iowa State. But how much? It's gonna be like 12, isn't it? Or 18. It's gonna be something crazy. Something that I don't want to play. I can tell you right now. I guarantee that's what it is. Iowa State is 17 and a half. I said 18. I was close. Yeah, that's too much. That's too much for conference play. Yes, conference play feels weird to say with these two teams, but it is conference play. I just don't want it. That's a big spread. Utah's not that bad. They're 8-5 for a reason. Yeah, we'll pass on them. Where are we going next? We're going to Marquette. Marquette, Michigan, playing against Georgia. That's a lot of G's. All right. Okay, I'm seeing. All right, that is Georgetown all day. That is Georgetown all day. So Georgetown clearly has the advantage inside the arc. Outside the arc, it's all about the defense. So that is 3 Georgetowns, 1 Marquette. Oh, but the efficiencies lean Marquette. Defensively, both of them. Defense and defense. Give me a high over under 145. You're here 147 on your max of your thing. I'm taking under 145 in this one. Marquette, Georgetown, defense rules today, under 145.5. Thank you. We shall take that because you're barely even getting to 145. You're at 147.3 in your last 3 averaging, and you're giving up, what, 121, 122.4? Quick math. That's right. Quick math. I like that. Let's see where we're going from here. Okay, from Marquette, we're going to Bay. We're going to Baylor. There we go. Load it up. Cincinnati and Baylor, and we see, okay, that's a push. That leans Cincinnati. Both of them are not that good from shooting 3 recently. They're playing good defense, but they're just not. I would lean Cincinnati in this one. I don't want to take them probably, but Baylor's favored by 5.5. I would lean Cincinnati. But I don't want to take them on the road because, man, road team, oof, that'd be rough. Yeah, we're gonna pass. But I would lean Cincinnati if you're wanting to take that. Feel free, have fun. I'm just not doing it. Oklahoma State's up next versus K-State. Ooh, K-State is kind of. I mean, Oklahoma State's kind of bad in certain areas. They both suck at threes. Let's put it that way. Oklahoma State is the 4th worst 3-point shooting team in the country. What the hell's going on? And they're 300 range on 2. So okay, they can't shoot worth a damn. This is K-State all day, you would think. Plus 2.5 though. Doesn't make sense. That's no. This is defense. Defense barely. Defense barely. What's the spread? What's the total in this game? This might be a low scoring game. 146. You two are averaging. You two as a combined force, you're averaging 127, and it's 146. You're giving up 138. So the total is way above your averages. I don't understand that, but we're going to take the under again. Okay. Under 146.5. Sure. I mean, you expect me to think these two teams, with the way they're shooting last 3 games, are going to get above their averages? Show me. Show me you can do it. If you do, I'll applaud and take the loss. I don't care. That's crazy. That's wild. That's UTSA is up next. Who we got there next? Defense is terrible for you from 2. That's a lean Tulsa. That's a lean Tulsa. That's a literal push, and that's a push. Okay, so Tulsa has the advantage inside the arc. Outside of that, there's not much there. I don't really care about this game. I don't care. I just don't care. Missouri State. Ooh, anything good for us? Offense, defense. UIC is better. UIC. Man, that's a fun one, ain't it? Let's see. Is it UIC? They should do UIC. Okay, cool. Plus 2.5. I was hoping for more than 2.5. I just don't really. Man, there's so many good games up here. Why are we talking about this game? Why are we talking about this? Move on. Just move on to Iowa. Iowa and their super offense. Man, football figured it out. Don't tell the football team you can score points. Points are fun. 3, and Nebraska loves defense. Look at that. 3, let's see. All right. So 12th in shooting percent or 22. They kind of cancel out. These two lean Nebraska a little bit. Iowa does not want to play defense from 3, though. They're getting at 46%. That's good for Nebraska. They're shooting 38. Nebraska plays amazing defense. This should be Nebraska more than anything. It's plus 4. They know. They know. Everything's canceling out. All right. I would lean Nebraska, but plus 4 seems a little tight. I was expecting like 9. Yeah, if it was like a little higher, I would take Nebraska, but they're already at Iowa. You probably give 2 to 3 points for college home court. So this is basically a pick 'em to Iowa Yeah, it's what it should be. It makes sense. The line makes sense. There's no value for us. Wait, let me look at totals. 160. Yeah, the line's about, yeah, even the totals were supposed to be. Nothing there for us. Moving on to Eastern Illinois, is that right? Yeah, Eastern Illinois up next against SIU Edwardsville. Whew, what a game. Wow, we are almost done. Look at that. All right, defense, offense, push. Nothing there for us. This game is kind of trash, isn't it? Game is Edgarabaj. Yep, nothing good. Moving to Texas. Yeah, Texas. You don't mess with them against Auburn. Wow. It's in Austin too. It's not neutral site. Man, we're getting the good part of the season where we get some good matchups. Conference matchup. This feels weird. It is a conference matchup. Huh. All right. I was saying like 2 weeks ago, I'm ready for conference play. Well, it's here. All right. Okay. All right, 16. That's Auburn. That's Auburn. That's Texas. That's Texas. Texas is going to shoot threes. Texas got the home court. Texas is above average. Auburn's awesome from 2. Auburn is below average defending the 3, which is a little concerning, but their efficiencies are there. Texas efficiency is a little concerning from defensively. This is a good matchup. I think Auburn wins, but give me a good spread. What's the good spread? Auburn by 11? Oh no. I mean, Auburn's good, but that good? Like now look at that. They are 7-1 versus top 50 teams. They are crushing. I think their one loss was at Duke, I believe it was too, which is Texas is 0-3. They have yet to be a top 50 team, so that makes me lean Auburn now because at least Auburn's tested. We know Auburn's battle tested. Ain't no team more tested than Auburn probably. So I don't think they're going to be too concerned going into Austin. So, but I'm not taking Auburn by 11. Texas plus 11, maybe because of the numbers, but no, I can't do it. I can't. It's just everything's too close. What about the totals? 86-78 is what, 164? What are we looking at on total? 151. Lowest is 130. Yeah, the total's right in the middle too. They know. Bastards. All right. They didn't price that one wrong. Let's go to Vanderbilt next. Vandy. It's Mississippi State. Mississippi State's number 14. Vandy's unranked. I feel like that's a lot of green on the screen. That is a whole lot of green. All right. That is okay. Technically, the way we do things right is 50. Like this is here is literally 55. That would be technically a lean for Mississippi State. This is less than 50, so it'd be a push. This is Vandy all day. That is a push. This is a damn good matchup. Give me Vanderbilt plus 2.5 at home. They're so close. That's literally, I get Vanderbilt plus 2.5 and home court, and then Vanderbilt's really good at things, and I see they don't shoot threes very well, but something telling me to take Vanderbilt home, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to take Vandy at home. Vandy plays in that weird elevated court too, where it's like a stage. I hate their court. I literally, when you watch it, you see the court, then you see people's heads like hanging over, waiting to get in the game. That's all you see on the broadcast. It's weird. I hate, unless they changed it recently, their court is like the worst court in the country, which they're cool with it, but to me, I hate it. So Vandy plus 2.5. Let's say Vanderbilt. Let's have a little fun. So let's see what else we got from here. Colorado State, Colorado. That's okay. Yeah, that's a clear advantage there. That's a clear advantage. That's a push, and that's a push. So I would take Colorado State at home not by 13, 13.5 against Fresno. Come on. That's too much. That's way too high. We can't, way too high. Too much. Way too much. BYU versus Texas Tech. That's Tech. That's a push. That's Tech. That's a push. Yeah, so it's Tech mainly, but it's Tech by +2 on the road at BYU. How do we feel about that one? All right, let me look at the totals too. 148. Yeah, the offenses are both good. Defenses are at 148 now. This is the price right. This is nice. I lean Tech, but it's on the road and it's +2. +2 for a reason too. BYU's not bad. Like, even though this is like, they're still above average, almost in the green. I'm not, no. I don't want to, no. No. North Carolina, one of the most beat up teams in the country, playing SMU. Oh, look at these records. 1-5, 3-0, 0-1. That is rough. At least they're tested. SMU is not really tested. They are 2-3 against top 100 teams. All right, North Carolina, what are you favored by? I'm assuming they're favored. Just looking at numbers. 6.5, yep. Okay, so offense here. That leans SMU. That's a push. So it's mainly offense or maybe a little toward SMU. 6.5 on the road is not something I want to do. 167 is literally the peak of the total is at their peak. Literally 167. Under, right? The defense is like, yeah. They're holding teams to barely 160 themselves. Okay, yeah, no, we have a lot of plays. We're doing good. We can pass on this one. I don't like the total. I don't see any value on SMU plus on the road because Carolina's tested, SMU's not. Just like football, it's like, who have you played? That matters. All right, Missouri, Mizzou, which we believe Mizzou's good, but are they? Is the question. They are 11-3. LSU is 11-3. The whole SC LSU is number one in shooting, 71% in the last 3 games from 2. What are you doing? Doing nothing but dunks? That is crazy. They're not shooting well from 3 though. That don't matter. If you shoot that well, you're gonna win every game. You don't have to shoot threes. Efficiency is great. Missouri is not looking good at all. I'm taking LSU. Even on the road, I'm taking LSU. Plus 6.5 at top of that. Yeah, you shooting this good? I gotta go with this. Sorry. Give me LSU. Because you're doing this for 3 straight games, you're shooting that type percent. That means you've had games above this and below this to average 71%. Yeah, give me LSU plus 6.5 on the road. I don't care. Mizzou might be a fraud. They might be fraudulent. 150 could be. You could take the over a little bit too. The way they're now, if they keep on shooting this. Now, are they going to keep on shooting this high? No, they're going to come down eventually. But against this defense, I don't think they're going to. I think they're going to stay close to 65 or higher. So LSU for sure. What else? We got a ranked matchup: 24 versus 22. Michigan versus UCLA. Michigan is looking good. UCLA is not, statistically. Anyways, UCLA is 2.5. Michigan all day. Michigan all day. Michigan all day. Michigan all day. It's Michigan plus 2.5 on the road. I'm taking Michigan plus 2.5 on the road. Sorry. Mich plus 2.5. Wolverines, baby. I'm taking the stats. Michigan plus 2.5. I will take that because they're crushing every category. Battle tested. They're 5-3 versus top 100, but not a top 25. UCLA has beat 2 top 25 teams, though. That is a little concerning. I'm a little scared, but I don't know when this was. That's the only downside. I don't know when these 2 wins were. Were they at the start of the season or were they in the last 3 games? If it was the last 3 games, I'd be frightened. I wouldn't touch it. But I look at the numbers and I say, okay, you're playing like garbage right now. You're below average to some of these categories. Michigan's playing great right now based on our ranks. So we'll say Michigan plus 2.5 on the road. Moving on to San Jose. Utah State 14-1. Utah State's going to be overpriced, aren't they? 10? Let's see. 34 versus 315 is a massive advantage. That is okay. Yep. That's a push. And yep. Utah State by 10 on the road. This is one of those games. Well, no. Look, Utah State is 2-0. They're 6-1 versus top 100. That is impressive. Impressive for what conference they're in and who they are as a team. And San Jose State is 0-4. Yeah, I'm taking Utah State minus 10. USU minus 10. Yeah, they are tested. They're doing well. This is a tournament team right here that's going to upset somebody, or might even be like a 10 seed. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Maybe higher. We'll see how they go. Yeah, based on these numbers, yeah. Moving to Wyoming versus New Mexico. Wyoming is the number 1 3-point shooting team in the country. Did you know that? I could have asked somebody, hey, 100 guesses, who's the number 1 shooting team in the country? You never would have got it, would you? Never. That's Wyoming. 49.2%. That's crazy. And they get most of their points from the 3-point line, which means they're shooting a lot of threes. They're making 9.7 a game. Impressive. Let's see, that's New Mexico. That's New Mexico. That's Wyoming all day. That's New Mexico. So over/New Mexico would be what I would like to do in this one. New Mexico minus 6.5, over 146. Defense is kind of slacking. Yeah, you shoot great, and they don't defend that well. But do we want to take the over 146? This is a weird matchup. I'm gonna pass this. I'm not getting good vibes off this one. Just not feeling it. So we're gonna move on. All right. UNLV and Boise. Boise 7.5 point favorites, huh? Let's see, that's a push. That's a push. That is UNLV all day, and that is a push. And these are all pushing, but that's UNLV. So we got UNLV with the only advantages, yet they're on the road and they're plus 7.5. You know what I'm going to do? We're going to trust our numbers. UNLV plus 7.5. This feels like a pick 'em. I don't know why we're getting a touchdown. That's crazy. Last game, St. Mary's against Loyola Marymount. And pick 'em defense. St. Mary's, 14.5 is too much. I can't do that. So back to the schedule. We went through all the games. Tomorrow, let me show you tomorrow's schedule real quick. Wednesday, what do we have? Oh, we have anybody good. We have a lot of games. Okay, we do have some. We have Gonzaga, we have Illinois, Penn State, we have Kansas, we have Texas A&M, Oklahoma. Good matchup. Providence and Butler. What else? We got USC, Indiana. Oh, we got some good ones. Yeah, I'll have a video tomorrow. Don't worry. So we'll break the games down. It'll be the third video. I will tell you that because I always do NBA first because it's the most popular video. I got to. And most likely I'll do NHL second because it's a really quick video. And then I'll do this one. So, oh yeah, we got Bama on the road, Ole Miss on the road, UConn on the road. Yeah, this will be a fun video. So I appreciate you being here. Drop a like, subscribe. If you want the plays typed out or access to the spreadsheet, go there, sign up, become a member. Other than that, drop a like, subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow for some Wednesday college basketball.